Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, where we have discovered the open world, filled with its plethora of things to do, tasks to complete, Drakestone to acquire. I didn't even realize it says acquired Drakestone when you acquire the Drakestone. It also means that everything's a little bit spread apart. Not everything is important. Finding the Drakestone is not necessarily important. Visually, storytelling-wise, commentary-wise. Unless you're a better Let's Player than I am. If you are, which, I mean, the chances of you being a better Let's Player than I am are pretty high. I'm pretty lousy. But if you can make finding and collecting Drakestone exciting, then either you're very impressive or you're talking about something else. For me, though, let us... we're going to be cutting around a little bit. We're going to be jumping... Ooh, loot. Amazing. What did we get? A schematic. Yeah, this game has a lot more in regards to the... What game has map as a select button? Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 uses the map, ties the map to this. I think that gives away my age more than anything else. Is there a select button on this controller? Technically, no. Let's go find this artifact. Are you going to come with me now that I'm back here? Ooh.
Allow me to take.
Okay, so go do it. Oh, I need to order you to do it. And there's a little bit of this in the multiplayer too, because like your multiplayer characters come in very specific stats. And abilities, and there are various secret rooms that can only be accessed if you have that particular role with your squad. So you need like a...
That's not normal fire. I have heard of this, but never seen it before. It is called Veil Fire.
Veil Fire is a unique source of lighting that only mages can activate, but anyone can carry. Explore to find ancient runes or devices that can only be used by Veil Fire. Using any combat ability will cause you to drop a carried Veil Fire torch.
A memory of flame that burns in this world where the veil is thin.
Alright, we'll probably have to do some fighting first. Okay. Solus. You're gonna have to drop that torch.
Sense elven magic somewhere nearby.
Like, I can just grab another torch.
Activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
Nicely done. The Veil Fire may prove useful.
All right. It has proven useful at lighting fires. Lover's Knot, right half. It seems like nothing, but it could be less. No.
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Solus?
Mahalani, Maglandeval, Vi Anasali.
Aye. Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Nathal's blessing.
Whatever he said.
The runes are interacting somehow with the flame from the torch. A weapon enchantment. This could be quite useful.
Alright. Neat. Alright, did we pick up anything that's useful to anybody? Let's see. Not for you. Oh, can you actually use the sword now? Let's see, because your current sword is 48, you can upgrade to the 83. You have Bianca, as always. And your staff still kinda sucks. Accessories. We got an amulet, an amulet of power, and an amulet of constitution. What does it do? It does +2 constitution. Amazing. Fantastic. Grant an ability point when equipped. Single use. Solus only. And after it's used, it shatters. Interesting. Do I have to use the fire runes or the schematics to learn them, or do they just sit in my inventory forever? I think they just sit in my inventory forever. Solus, put on this accessory so that it blows up and you gain power. It's kind of weird, but it's an interesting idea. Let's see. We have 1 point to spend. I've been going down the cold tree with Solus. Though I should probably also go down the spirit tree as well. Let's make Solus less likely to gain threat. That seems appropriate for him. Or probably any non-warrior. Let alone any cloth wearer. Alright, what is next? See? And then this is what I mean. Like, you got this area very spread out. Our goal is Redcliffe, I think. But we also have other places we can go, such as we can find rams. Very exciting. We can also go look for this landmark. So on that note, let's cut to the next thing. We're only 3 episodes in and already cutting to the next thing. But you know, that's... Oh my gosh, I'm interrupting my own cut. That's the thing with like open world games that have their objectives spread apart. Is the time it takes in between activities. For instance, one of my favorite games for its storyline, its the way that the action is designed, is Mafia 2. Mafia 3 has more going on with its open world, but Mafia 2 has so little going on with its open world. It's largely just a background, a
Nice work taking care of the bandits. Corporate Vale will want to hear the good news.
Yeah, thank you. Like, it's largely just a backdrop. The city is largely just a backdrop to your activities. Because there's not really anything for you to do outside of your main mission. It would be like, imagine if you were playing Grand Theft Auto, and Grand Theft Auto has its main missions, and there's nothing else. There's no side missions, there's no activities, there's no taxi driving, there's no...
Have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to.
There's no anything. It's just go to the next main mission and proceed with the story. Which, like, it's fine if the story is good. And the story is pretty good for Mafia 2. I would say like a B+ when it comes to like Mafia story telling. But like there are moments of time in between missions where you're just traveling. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is another example that I generally use. Because, like, there are a lot of things to do, but you spend a lot of time just kind of traveling between sections of game. Corporal Vale, we need to tell you about the bandits we killed.
With the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
So basically, don't feel bad about killing them.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own.
Once again,
Ones out here are just
these
the
guys are the
locked up in
jerks.
circles
Don't
for
feel bad
years.
about killing
Now
them.
they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know.
Yes,
heroes
this
will
is the
short
best
supply,
camera angle.
But if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
You were concerned about refugees starving.
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who has some ideas.
People are cold.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw lyrium. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
Tell me of the Horse Master.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Stabilize areas by sealing Fade Rift. Expand the reach of the Inquisition by setting up new camps and complete quests to gain power and influence, which makes Dragon Age Inquisition feel a little bit different from Dragon Age 1 and 2. Because, like, Dragon Age 1, you're doing this chase. Like, ultimately, Dragon Age 1 is this big chase for allies. The Blight is moving in. You only have so much time to collect your allies, gain influence with the various groups in the region before defending yourself against the big dragon. That's what they called him in the game. Big Dragon. I forget what they called the major villain of the Blight right now. But you had to defend against it. But as you're playing the game, the Blight is slowly spreading across the land, and the land becomes more and more dangerous. with Dragon Age 2, you're seeing the face of the city change a little bit with every act. And now here is closer to Saints Row, where you're like taking over areas, making it safer for yourself. Spend power on scouting operations at the war table to unlock new opportunities. Gaining influence increases the rank of your Inquisition and grants you access to unique perks. But first, actually, hold on. Let's see if we can get to this campsite here. That way we have another fast travel location available to us. And another place that we can restore our health. Not that we necessarily need it right away, because we haven't really done anything in between last time and this time. Except collect some iron. It's Lake Luthius.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Both? Like, both is an acceptable choice.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, and then there's a quest. Oh no, that's the thing. No, see that skull on the minimap? That's the thing I was worried about. That's the thing I was really worried about. Okay, I still haven't found the other chest. There should be a waterfall, and you can go behind it to find a bridge. Is this the waterfall? Okay, so this skull is the thing I was worried about. It is one of those things that kind of like drags out the open... It's one of those fetch quests that drags out the open world. It's an activity for the sake of activities.
Who placed a skull out here?
An
And for what purpose?
ocularum. Oculera can locate shards in the world. When an ocularum can no longer see any shards, it stops glowing. Use the right analog stick to look around. Focusing on a shard will mark it on your map.
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
Of course. And then you just have to pixel hunt, because everybody remembers that pixel hunting in adventure games was the best part of adventure games. Like that was the adventure game classic element that everybody needed brought back. Okay, so now that we've found the shards, we have to get the shards. And see that 22 shards spread across the hinterlands. Good times. We didn't even find this landmark. Let's cut to the landmark or the treasure behind the waterfall, whichever I find first. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Oh, you get backstabbed then. How do you feel about that? Carta assassin. Is that everyone?
Mercenaries.
Looks like Carta.
With both Templars and mages here, they profit greatly from smuggling lyrium.
Valimar key required. That is not the secret I was looking for. Why, hello there, more of whoever you are. Let's actually loot this fella. Oh, a grip for Bianca. Camera. Ooh, hello, how are you doing? I must say, he looked like he was cosplaying Geralt of Rivia. Can I attach the grip to, or do I have to be at like a bench to modify? Like, I probably have to be at a bench to modify these weapons, as is the style of the time. Damn it, Ram. Get back here. Do I have to use a long-range weapon to get rid of you, you rams? All right. Think I got him. Excellent. Ooh, what is this? I will claim this monument for myself. Yeah, the Sage of Durda Britax of our mother. Okay, so last time I determined that the best way to read this was with the voice of Bane, as performed by Tom Hardy. So let's see how it works this time.
Honey-tongued was Thelm to Turda, gifts of gold and steel to start. Wanted Turda's men for warriors, stolen tribe from stolen heart. Cold, her tribe the golden hand counseled, lean from winter's wind knife chill. Be my bride and cross the waking, eat the gilded city's fill. Turda Britax fraught with fury, crystal axe head stirred to blaze. Heeded well her leaf-eared lover, unabashed by lustful gaze. None shall break my tribe apart, not with demon words that kill. Fear my fury's fiery rays, dream worlds lie, their thirst unslaking.
I think both of them have off rhymes at the end for some reason, and I still am going to stand by my previous statement that yes, the best way to read those poems is as Bane. Oh, and there was a quest I passed by. Because everybody's dropping notes that need to be followed up on. Oh no, there's a logging stand. Oh, hello. Doggo. How are you doing, Doggo? So long, Doggo. Oh no, there's another Doggo. So long, other Doggo. And third Doggo. I wonder, do you get a Mabari companion in this game? Like, I believe you do get Mabari companions in the previous two. Oh my gosh. Bear, we're trying to get this quest. We don't have time for fight. Oh my gosh. All right, let's let it sleep for a second. Just sleep. Sleep. Although this guy's a level 8, I think my characters are like level 4, level 5 at most. What level are my characters? Oh, level 4, yeah. So, a letter found on a corpse. She told us right and proper, son. 3 times around the crown statue, right hand close enough to brush the stone itself, and the spirits will listen. Everything else has been done. We slipped a silver to the chantry to save grandfather's body from the burning, and he's buried close by. 3 times around, always turning right, and the spirits will bring him back to us. Go now and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Actually, let's go do that. I would imagine it's this landmark that is very close to us, of which we will just walk in a big old circle around. Just real close like. Real close like. Hopefully these companions... Oh no! It is Grandpa! He's back! Back from the dead! No, don't. It's like the soft lock is not particularly good. Ooh, an enhanced belt of spirit resistance for all of the spirit resisting that we will need to be doing. Yeah, sure, why not? We barely have any accessories. Might as well find. No, we didn't need to do that. Okay, on to the next thing. Oh, what have we here? Is it a book? Oh my gosh. In short, Orlesian politics is complicated. Oh, hold on. It's great. There we go. We still need to get some more ram meat. But for now, let us go... I think this is another ram. No, that is a fennec fox. I think that's a fox. I think a fennec is a fox. I could be horribly wrong. Let us claim this monument for ourselves. Ooh, this is the first stanza of the tale of Turda Brightaxe, Avar Mother.
Tell the tale of Turda Brightaxe, mountain maker, spirit's bride. Free her people, fortune fastness, made in mountains, hardy hide. Wise in wisdom, calm in counsel, great in gifts her grateful guests. Sacrifice she did to spirits, took their teachings, followed quests. Brighter axe, unbreaking crystal, stirred to flame when timber flies. Gifted from her leaf-eared lover, laughing lady of the skies. Vested blades of all who tried, maiden spurning all requests, Turda Brightaxe, dreamer's eyes, ever mother of her making.
Yeah, it seems to be a very consistent, like, off-rhyme at the end of... Do we really need to know the direction that I went in from every single point? All right, let's go to... that rift, close it, make the region just a little bit safer. What I forgot about is that I saw a blue dot for a second there. Is that enemies respawn. So the area is never completely safe. Ooh, you guys are level 4s instead of level 8s for some reason. That bow is more aggressive than the average bow. Good job, everybody. How much meat do we need? We need 2 more meats in order to complete our meat collection. But yeah, enemies respawn as you go through the area. Oh, you son of a... I will get you. There's no run button, but I will still somehow get you. I kind of wish there was a run button. There's a horse button. Maybe I won't get him. Stealth, maybe, will help? There we go. I got him. Alright, on to the rift. Oh, the rift is right over here. Excuse me, I'm trying to disrupt the rift. There we go. Can I close the rift, or am I waiting in between rift respawns? I think I'm waiting in between rift respawns. Let us disrupt the rift again. Yes, this enemy is going to be dead by the time I get to it.
I wonder what dreams it might hold.
There we go. No, I targeted this guy for a reason. Oh my gosh. The targeting in this game is very, very loose. Like, even when you... Oh my gosh. When you target a specific bad guy, like, you just barely touch the analog stick, and then suddenly you're just flying off. And it's closed. Fantastic. Let us save our game, as is our way. What is the next thing we can do? There's a landmark. Let us cut to the landmark.
We should search
Oh,
the area.
never mind. Let's not cut anywhere. Ah, we need to go in there somehow. But we will claim this landmark for ourselves. The second stanza of the saga of Turda Brightaxe, Avar Mother.
Them gold-handed, fingers greasy, jeweled rings with glitter shone, took in tribes in times of trouble, fed them fat to weaken bone. Warriors great and great in number, sun-kissed swords to fight his wars. Drake-scaled shirts with their bodies covered, heart wine stained the salty shores. Told his tribes of tale of treasure, over sea to north it gleamed, whispered word to drive the droves to golden city where he dreamed. Counseled quick in dreams alone, voices wiser man ignores. Push the tribes until they screamed, heed the dreams and cross the waking.
I don't like that weird, like, that off rhyme at the end. It just comes off as just off. Like, it's a consistent choice, but it still just sounds weird. Like, it wasn't meant to be like that. Can I get somebody to move this out of the way? Or is there an alternate path that I have yet discovered because I'm too busy picking up every single sample of elf fruit I can find? Most mysterious. Those look like platforms I could use, though. Oh, they are platforms I could use. See, that's the when you have jump as the same button as use. Like, that's not exactly the best choice for combining buttons. Like, right analog stick as a button does nothing. I don't know. It's a tough call. All right, let's head north. Actually, hold on. Let's head west. Or let's just fast travel to the camp because that's faster. And now let us head north to collect some of these shards. Hello, we got some fighting going on over here.
Apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars.
And these are our appropriate level. I wonder if the... I want to say the game...
Make it take you.
I wonder if the game auto-levels based on what level you are, or whether enemies have specific levels. Kind of like how I found those bears and Mabari off to the west, which had a level 8. Whereas these guys are closer to where I want to be. Or should I say where this main quest wants me to be. And they are level 4s. But I have not seen anybody with a lower level than me. Okay, what do I get for being inside this burning building? Dwarven rune craft. That's great. I'm sure this is very interesting. Oh, hello. sir, what was your plan? Was his plan just to kind of run at me and do nothing? Also, this first attack that I have is pretty good, considering it knocks people down. But I'm trying to find this... Oh, hello. This rune stone that the skull pointed out. Which is supposedly near or in this building. Oh, I see it. Collect shard.
Interesting. I cannot say what it is, but there must be a reason the skull illuminated the object.
Yes, because this game needs collectibles badly. All right. We've got another shard directly west of us. Any bad guys in this place as well? I can see bad guys. Yep, stop running away. No, don't run towards those bad guys. We still got bad guys in... Or I guess we defeated them, never mind. Don't mind me, I'm just stabbing the guy directly in front of you. And now I'm stabbing you! Ooh, a Ferelden lock. I need those for reasons, I guess. Oh, is this a monument? A thing? Red lyrium? Fort Connor was constructed by a young Earl Aemon after the Orlesians were driven from Ferelden. It was named in honor of Aemon's father, who died at the Battle of West Hill, and after whom the Earl named his son. Aemon was determined for Redcliffe to stand as a shining example of Ferelden's strength. He constructed Fort Connor to watch the King's Highway and protect the Hinterlands against all enemies. It proved its fortitude against Darkspawn during the Fifth Blight, suffering damage only when the Darkspawn deployed emissaries. Aemon said proudly at the time that Fort Connor was unbreakable by anything short of magic, and for that, thank the Maker we have Templars. Is it still standing? It seems like it's kind of fallen apart. Brother! We must listen to the call of the Maker himself, who has given us the duty to destroy these mages. By their rebellion, they have forfeited their right to live. They are not people, and any order that asks us to end this just and righteous battle is a lie. A test sent by him to separate the faithful from the foolish. Join us off the West Road and fight for a worthy cause. A letter written in a crisp and educated hand. Educated only in evil. All right. Ooh, there's another rift there. We can go find another shard, close a rift. Good times. Maybe. There are two reviews that I've made for video games based on food. One of them is applesauce, the applesauce review. The other is the toast review. Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect Andromeda both share a common theme in which they are like a slice of toast, but they are like a slice of toast that is far too big with far too little butter spread
Perhaps
between.
The Inquisition could determine the nature of these objects.
Oh, these guys. And the majority of the game, because of that, comes off as very dry. Or, like, there's just not enough to fill the space. Supposedly there's a bad guy here. Bad guy? And then stab you. Get up, thank you. And close the rift. And that'll be it for the Hinterlands.
Fighting everywhere. Great job, Blondie.
Each Inquisition rank unlocks access to perks for the Inquisition, which can be purchased at the war table. We are now a rank of 2. Fantastic. All right, let's go collect this shard. We're probably going to want to find one more camp before we worry about going back to town for any reason. We have spindleweed for our spindleweed necessities, whatever those might be. All right, 4 out of 22 shards. Like, do we need to have that many shards to collect? Apostates in Witchwood. Witchwood. I feel like that's maybe a little bit too much of who's on first. With maybe a little bit of one of my favorite jokes from the movie Young Frankenstein is there's a scene where they're traveling to Frankenstein's castle, because Frankenstein, of course, has a castle. And they hear wolves howling in the distance. Okay, everybody is really spread out here. Ooh, a staff. And what's the name of his lab assistant in the movie? I forget the name of his lab assistant, but she goes, "Werewolves?" And young Frankenstein looks to her and she goes, "Werewolves? Werewolves?" And Igor looks to him and he says, "Werewolves? They're wolves." High quality material. Let us see if we can find these apostates. You're not an apostate, you're just an outlaw. I think I see apostates over there. Oh my gosh. Let's knock you out. Nope, stop teleporting. Oh, you're also a sellsword. Get rid of you. No, hello. You're still alive. Excuse me. Anybody else still alive? Oh, that one way over there.
Kill that warrior!
Yeah, but apparently there is a monument here. It looks awful. It is mine. The 5th stanza.
Turda Brightaxe, bold and bloody, took her tribe from placid plains. Tribes with blades by farming blunted chased and fought their parting pains. To the mountains shorn of shelter, snow-slicked peaks gave wind to its spite. Found a cave to save her tribe, but dragon fire lit the night. Beast no blade could break came roaring, mountains slipped their winter gown. Turda shouts to leaf-eared lover, you I chose above a crown. Lightning split the spitting rain, sundered over prideful heights. Dragon fell in rubble down, crashed and crushed in earth's mad shaking.
Did you get that? There will be a quiz on Turda, the something. I've already forgotten her title. Search the Witchwood. That looks like a stronghold of sorts.
I sense magical energies ahead. The mages cannot be far.
And there are some dead Templars, so... Okay, where are... Oh my gosh. You know, I think one of the abilities you get is the capacity of going through... No. Nope. Up. There we go. There we go. That was a good one. And of course, there is a dungeon involved. Barriers can be destroyed with enough of the opposite type of elemental damage. Fire barriers can only be damaged by a mage's cold attacks. All right. Oh, that did not count. Oh. Thank you, myself, for healing. Let's heal again. Okay, I'm going to go all the way to you over here. And you as well. Get rid of these mages. Why, hello, person standing by yourself. Is it really just you over there, rebel mage? I think this is just rebel mage by himself. I think he forgot to fight as the group.
The King's Road should be safer, at least for the time being.
We still have those Templars to worry about, though.
Yep. Ooh, Onyx. Back in the day, I used to play a lot of the Elder Scrolls, not Oblivion. I did play a lot of Elder Scrolls Oblivion, but I also played a lot of Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. I was not good at Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, in that I had no idea how to begin the story. Like, waypoints weren't invented yet. There was a quest journal, but it's like, there was room for interpretation in regards to what you were supposed to do. Let's see, let's switch over to that then, I guess. Wrath of Lovius. And do I have another... better dagger? The answer is no. Okay. But one of the things that you could do in the game is you could choose to go through a character creator process where it would ask you various questions. There are versions of this in Oblivion, in Fallout 3, but as time has gone on, I feel as though Bethesda has been less and less interested in that gameplay aspect. Like, they've been less interested in having that questionnaire to be like, if you found yourself on a lake and you caught some fish and you were bringing them to your hungry family and someone begged you for food, would you give, like, there's much less morality questions. Oh, look, a big old spider. But one of the things I realized as a small child is that I could game the system. And I could always guarantee that whenever I started a new game, I would have... Was it an onyx dagger? Or was it an ebony dagger? It wasn't an onyx, it was an ebony dagger. My bad. Still, I've told this much of the story, might as well keep going. You were able to get an ebony dagger out of it, which was relatively strong in comparison to any of your starting weapons. And so I would always do that. Where are we going? Landmark, south of here. Nope, we don't need to stab the air. Is there another... I've already destroyed all of you spiders. Never could... like, there were times... Like, I figured you had to go talk to the king or something. But, like, every time I go try to talk to the king, it would make all the guards upset. Maybe one day I'll try to look up, like, how you're actually supposed to play the game, but... For now, though, let us read more about the saga of Turd Brightaxe, Avar Mother.
Turda Brightaxe proud her tribe free from follow fat below. Built in battle, fed on fighting strong, from the struggle did they grow. Deep in caves, the Stonemen tribe, Henda's warriors stout and strong. Met the tribe with axes ready, armor gleaming, sword blades long. Spoke with Turda, did her lover gentle, whispers soft she made. Dwarven huts were sundered simple, still with honor thus she bade. Let the tribe, the dwarf men know, in their caves where they belong. Not with battle, but with pride, with trade, Henda's dwarves give peace unbreaking.
Okay, from a distance, that looks like a rift. So let us go close it. I did not see that on the map. It was not on the map. Possibly because I hadn't explored this region. Let us heal. Oh, hold on. Shall we even try? I guess, let's try. Though I think we are a little bit outside of our skill level. Why can't she use a... Yeah, this might be a little bit too tough for us. So yeah, it does seem like there's more of a focus on specific. Yeah, let's load farther away from this group. We are not tough enough to go farther west of this location. Although it's taken us a while to even get 1 level. Let alone 12. Ram! We're prepared to die. There we go. Now I can turn that quest in. Yeah, let's go turn that in, then let's head back to town to see if we can upgrade our Inquisition, and then that'll be it for today. Hello, I've brought you some ram meat.
Templar, bandits, demons, making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Here, maybe this will help.
It more than helps.
Soul is slightly approved.
These hungry bellies. Give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition, but no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
You were wrong. I'm glad I was able to tell you that. Alright, let's head back to the Inquisition, see what we could do to upgrade. Alright, let's talk to Cassandra. How are you doing?
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What happens next?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done...
Fantastic camera angle. Excellent choice.
I only pray the price is not too high.
Well, you had to do it.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Well, thank you.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
Does that... Did I say that? Do I believe in elven gods? Have I chosen a religion? Well, we're playing as an elf who's an elven spy. That has not come up yet in the plot. Do I believe in the Maker?
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
I like how she walks away only to turn back, to return to her stabbing. All right, what does this fella want? Do I still need to do stuff for you? Yeah, I think I can't really do anything for you yet. Oh wait, no, I can modify. Craft armor, no. Is there no spot for modifying weapons? Each crafting schematic has one or more slots. Each blah, blah, blah. Fill all slots to craft an item. Experiment with different combinations of materials. Oh. So ram leather. This is a utility slot. Ram leather would be +1 dexterity. Canine leather also +1 dexterity.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. If you find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of it.
There we go. Modify weapons.
Another time, then.
Can I modify Bianca? Yes. And let's attach a grip. Excellent.
That'll do.
All right, now there was another quest. More I went to the special shipments box before, and it did nothing.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
It still seems to do nothing. There's Varric. Supposedly I need to talk to the apothecary. Maybe you?
When will you be able to get us an out to supplies we need? Farewell.
Make a good... Thanks for checking anyway.
Oh, hello. Seems like there's a thing going on here.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Oh my gosh.
Back already?
Who invited you?
Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Alright, let's see what these guys want.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
Why can't we work together?
So far, you're the only one who's insisted we can't work together.
We might, if your Inquisition would recognize the Chantry's authority.
There is no authority until another Divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
Cullen, why is he here?
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
Is the Mage Templar War large?
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
But who killed the Divine?
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new Divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry
Okay,
will
why aren't
establish
you
it as so.
going about trying to get the new Divine?
You think nobody
Why are
cares
you
about
here?
the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Well, I'll return with good news.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I pray you're right.
There's a... yep. That's where I need to go. The apothecary, which is... there. Oh, and there's Solus, who we have not talked to in camp. We've talked to Varric in camp, and just now, Cassandra. Solus!
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
All right. Apothecary. Find recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades. Fantastic.
Felissa said to check with you to make sure these are safe to serve.
They're fine. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
We've met?
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Well, thanks.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is a terrible painting behind you.
Back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Have some notes.
I found notes by a Master Tajan. I wondered if you might be interested.
Let me have a look. This should... Oh, I see. With a distillate of... The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Farewell.
Let me know if you need anything.
Let's see. We can upgrade potions. We have already unlocked. Can we upgrade the healing potion to make it better? We need more elf root. Somehow we do not have enough elf root. In our lives. Alright, so now we just need to go talk to Josephine and look at the war table to see what we can do to upgrade the Inquisition.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents.
Apothecary Adon will have more pulses for the injured as soon as possible, revered mother.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked...
I got distracted by Josephine's incredibly dumb-looking tablet.
Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion.
Is that based on anything?
Greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
You own this land?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to
My
have a
wife?
treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Its followers need shelter.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the people.
But this is essentially going to be our...
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
This is not our permanent base of operations. We are going to be moving from here. I forget when exactly. Not too long.
Time, Your Grace.
After...
Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
Also, that guy's got some really high heels.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Does the Marquis own Haven?
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf.
Which is why they haven't done
Her
anything,
current
probably.
concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
How did you become ambassador?
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What's your background?
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Yes, keep your impeccable gold ruffles. Turn in research.
That will help.
I don't know what that did.
Please tell me if you find something.
Or what I turned in. Do I have to summon the whole War Council just to upgrade the Inquisition? Oh, I have access to missions. Mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which result in less time required when undertaken by the associate advisor. I completely forgot about these. Okay, endurance training fit for a soldier. Develop keen eyes for inquisitive training. The fine arts of persuasion.
Did you see the message I sent? Yes, thank you.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Opens up dialogue options related to criminal activities. Fate or arcane studies. To whom it may concern, the Turner of High Verve wishes to convey our deepest sympathies of the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was incomparable. We will hold a vigil. Let's see. We can send an honor guard. Sounds great.
All right.
What do I get for doing this? Address a nobleman's concerns. Your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos, reason and darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I've seen elves and apostates among them, filthy savages, tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. I will send spies to deal with it. For some reason, that seems like the best choice. And let's send a message to whoever these folk are. Clan Levelan offers greetings to the Inquisition and wishes it well in sealing the breach that is open in the sky. While some Dalish clan hate humans and wish nothing to do with them, Clan Levelan has always dealt fairly with all and wish only for peace. That said, we have on occasion been forced to defend ourselves from those who saw us only as potential victims. It has come to our attention that a member of our clan is being held captive by your Inquisition. She went to the Conclave only to observe the peace talks between your mages and Templars, and we find it highly unlikely that she intentionally violated our customs. If she has been charged with a crime, we would appreciate hearing of it. If not, it would ease our concerns to hear from her to know that she remains with the Inquisition of her own will.
Let us begin.
All right. Good talk, everybody. That's going to be it for the day. Got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.